Hey, good morning, boys and girls. How's everybody doing today? Good. So I got a question for you. Who here is afraid of bees? Yeah, I know you are. Who here is afraid of snakes? Yeah. What else might we be afraid of? What's some other things we might be afraid of? What? Polar bears? I am scared of polar bears too. What else? What? Bears. Okay, more bears. Anything else? One more. Electric eels, another one to be very scared of. You're right. So, yes, one more. A shark, that's another good one. Okay, so normally what you might hear when you tell somebody that you're afraid of something, they'll come to you and say, well, you just need to face your fears and you will overcome it. That's right. What if I told you that you need to face your fears and those fears are going to destroy you? Those things that you're scared of they're going to bite, they're going to hurt, and it's going to be the worst thing that's ever happened to you. What would you say?
No way.
No way. That's right. That's what I was thinking. So, Jesus knew since the beginning of time that he was going to go to the cross. He knew that that's what he was destined for. So what do you think, and that was going to be a terrible thing, and he was actually going to die on that cross. So when he knew that was going to happen, do you think he said, no way?
He said yes way.
He said yes way. That's right. He didn't run. He didn't hide. He didn't fight. He didn't try to get out of it. As a matter of fact, here's what happened. So we look at John chapter 18 in verses 4 and 5. What's happening here is some men are coming to get Jesus. They're going to arrest him. They're going to send him to trial. And then he's going to be sentenced to the cross. And he knows what's going to happen. But at this point in the story, we don't know what's going to happen. So, what we would say in most cases is, run! We got to fight. As a matter of fact, one of his disciples does take out a sword and cuts one of those guys' ears off. And Jesus says, no. This is what he actually says down in John chapter 18, verse 4. Then Jesus, knowing all that would happen to him, came forward and said to them, whom do you seek? They answered him, Jesus of Nazareth. And Jesus said to them, I am he. So knowing what was going to happen, knowing that this terrible thing was going to happen to him, Jesus stands up and he says, take me. Take me away, do with me what you will. I'm the one that you're looking for. Jesus does this for a couple of reasons. First of all, he knows it's the will of the Father. He does this because he loves us, and he knows that God is in control of everything, and that even this terrible thing that's going to happen is ultimately going to work out for the good of the whole world. So, what we can learn from this is that Jesus Christ's example of obedience and Jesus Christ's example of bravery is something that we can embrace whenever we're faced with struggles that we have to deal with. And ultimately, that bravery and that obedience led to our salvation through his sacrifice. Now let's lead the congregation here in the Lord's Prayer, and then you guys can head back to Children's Church. You want to come up and hold hands? Come on, everybody come on. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. Very good. Hold hands, make a big circle. All right, who wants to give me an Our Father? Scott?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And lead us not into temptation,